Bro, have you ever walked into a shoe store and your favorite NBA player just gave you his own signature shoe and signed it? Yeah, that didn't happen to me either. But I did get an NBA player I bought a signature shoe and he signed it. And that NBA player in question is Klay Thompson. Now, that might be a lot of people's favorite players. He just not, I'm saying my favorite player. My favorite player is Derrick Rose, but I do like the guy. I respect him a lot, and he did a lot for Golden State. And now he is with the Dallas Mavericks, which is how I even got this signed pair of shoes. So in this video, we're going to go over the unboxing. I'm going to tell you guys how I was able to get the signed pair. We're going to see what y'all think about it, because me personally, I have some mixed feelings about these. So I actually need another person's opinion. And then obviously I'm going to try them on for you, tell them how they fit, how they feel, this and that, and tell you if you guys need to go up or not, if you guys are interested in a pair. Because I do think that with the meet and greet that we had, I think we got these pairs early. So if you are interested in this at the end of the video, then I'll give you guys some tips in order to get them, and you'll be already ahead of the game. So without further ado, let's get straight into the unboxing, bro. So this is a box. Obviously, we gotta go over the box first. You probably have never seen this type of box ever. This is with Anta. Now, Klay Thompson has been with Anta for 10 years, which you can see right here on this side of the box. So this is actually his 10th signature shoe with the brand, and they did something special since he's in Dallas. And the people at Anta, they always show love. They did a very cool event with Kyrie. Now, the event that we did for the meet and greet for this one, it wasn't as cool, but I'll make that in a whole separate video. So make sure to like, comment, and subscribe so you can be ready for that video. And also, if you like the shirt that I got on, make sure to check the link in the description below to go shop and support your boy. But let's get back into the box. So right here on the front, we have K, which is just Klay Thompson's signature letter, or not signature letter, but the first letter in his first name. And then this right here, me personally, I think I know that Anta is a Chinese brand, so this might be some, I don't know, maybe a translation, something like that. Next, we have Klay Thompson's signature. Now, he didn't personally sign this right here. He actually signed my shoe. This just comes with every box. So if you do plan on getting these, do expect this as well. This isn't just something special with me. Next, we just have some branding, Anta logo right here. And then we'll get into the sizing chart. So this is a size 14. They had a 13 and a 14. Now, me personally, I tried on both of them, and I did think that overall the 14 just felt a lot better. They are a little bit narrow, and they run a little bit small. So I end up getting up a full size, but I'll try those on later in the video. So just make sure you stay around. So these are the Anta KTX. So Anta, Klay Thompson, this is the 10th signature shoe. And look, I'll be honest with you guys, because I had to do the meet and greet. So I've already obviously seen the shoes. I've looked at them and things like that. And I'll tell you off rip, I'll wait till I get out the shoes, man. So this is a size 14. Now this is probably just the last important thing about the box. This is the color code. So if you are interested in these, you will have a chance later on in the week or whenever they decide to come out to try and purchase one for retail, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be super easy because no one even knows Klay Thompson has shoes. So the color code is 8124D1101-10. So that's the color code that you need to type into your search engine if you want to look up these shoes, or you can just look up Anta KTX. Then the last detail about this box, it says all we do is shoot threes and win championships. Obviously, he's a Splash Bro, so I thought that was a pretty cool little nod to the Splash Bros, the signature thing. I'm saying that boy shooting them threes. We got one more detail, a slide-in box. So it has his accolades right here. So from 2011 to so that's when he got drafted, to 2024. So these are all of his accolades right here. And then on the other side of the box, we have the silhouette right there. So let's get these bad boys out of here. So this is the shoe in question. Now, right now, before we even pull out the second one, let me know what you feel about these. Because when I first saw them, I had mixed feelings. I ain't gonna lie. I had a lot of mixed feelings. I wasn't really rocking with them. But as I looked at the shoe more and more, I think it grew on me. And this is actually the signed pair. So you can see Klay Thompson's signature pair. And he signed it right in front of me. So there's not no pre-signature thing like that. So I'm low-key excited. And honestly, this is my first time having a signed pair of shoes. So I don't even, like, what am I supposed to do with a signed pair of shoes? Am I supposed to rock them? Am I supposed to hoop in them, sell them, put them in a glass box? What am I supposed to do with these? So here are the shoes, and then last detail on the paper, you see Klay Thompson just on the paper right here and his Anta gear and things like that. So that's pretty dope. Cool little small little details. Wow. And then retail was $130, and as you can see by the receipt, I'm plugged in, so I got a 30% discount, so I only paid $98. Now keep that in mind because me personally, I think they are only worth $98. and here's the reason why. Overall, like I said, I had mixed feelings when I saw these. I will say that I looked up the other Anta Klay Thompsons before I went to the event, because you actually did have to buy a pair of shoes. You had to buy his shoes in order to participate in the meet and greet, which I thought was a little, you know what I'm saying, a little greedy, a little unfair, but I'll make a whole separate video for that, because I vlogged it so you guys can see the experience that I had and see all the cool little things that they had, and you get to see Klay. So make sure to like, comment, subscribe if you want to see that. And then also, if you like the shirt that I'm wearing, make sure to check out the link in my description below. Check out my website and check out my clothing brand if you just want to support the kid. But let's get back to the shoes. So overall, look, it's the KTX, this 10th one right here is way better than all the other ones he had. They had all his other previous models on display, and I had to look it up as well. This is by far the best one out of all of them. Now, I'm not saying, I'm saying I don't know how much like that statement is valued, because they weren't really hitting for anything whatsoever. I feel like any of those other shoes you would get flamed for, but I like this one. And this one actually reminds me, my first initial comparison or my thought was these look like either like Sabrina's or the Jason Tatum's a little bit, a fusion of both in a sense, but that's the vibe that I got from them. So from a basketball standpoint, I wasn't mad at them, and as I started looking at them more, I was like, you know what? I put them on my feet, and I'll show you guys the on foot later in the video, but I'm saying it's not bad. I really do like, because they had a black and white colorway, and it was just overly boring to me. It honestly looked like an early Steph Curry shoe with Under Armour. That's honestly what that black and white shoe looked like. But this one, I really do like this rainbow color way right here. Then obviously you have Klay Thompson's name right there, so I think that's pretty dope. And then we have the iridescent tongue right here, also having K for Klay Thompson. And then on the back we have KTX, so that stands for Klay Thompson, and then X is the Roman numeral for his 10th shoe. So I do like the look of it. Overall, it's simple, but it still has that splash of color, you know what I mean? We have the all gray fit. Then you have like suede-ish material on the upper. I don't think that's going to be an issue when it comes to hooping. And I will say, when I did try these on, they were fairly light. I did think that these were going to be a little bit heavy, but I would say they're in the medium class for light and heaviness. It's not no LeBron, even though his shoes have gotten a little bit lighter, but it's also not as light as like Giannis or like John Moran. I think those are light as well. But for basketball wise, I do think that it's pretty good. And then obviously see the signature. This doesn't come on every shoe. Just know you gotta get this from me or Klay. You dig what I'm saying? And then on the left side, we got the blue midsole right here, and I think I missed some details. Let's see. Oh wait, no, it just says the same thing. So it just says all we do is shoot threes and win championships. So same thing on the box. Cool little detail. You can barely see it though, but I do like the little glittery aspect to it. It's just overall making the shoe pop as much as it can without doing too much. So I really do appreciate that, just from a looks point. But the one thing that I didn't like whatsoever, and I'll tell you guys right after I get all these little details. And next we have infinity ring right here. Now I'm not no Klay Thompson enthusiast, so if this has something to do with him personally, I genuinely don't know. And then right here on the side of the laces, we have Thompson and we have Klay. So it's just his name, and that is the issue that I have with the shoe. A lot of the details on the shoe are just so basic They're just super basic. Literally, like, we have your first, a letter of your name, your first and last name, and then your initials. We done repeated this about 3 or 4 times on the shoe. Like, it's nothing crazy. Now, I will say I did really like this detail right here. We have, it says hella grateful right here in embroidery, and it still has that little sparkling. And then on the other shoe, it says selflessness. Now, I did like that, but also at the same time, look, when I met him too, you could tell, because look, the difference between this event with Klay Thompson and the event that I went to with Kyrie, and mind you, ran by the same exact people. The energy was just different. It was just completely different. Now, granted, the Kyrie event was in the middle of downtown. If you are a Dallas native, it was in Deep Ellum. So honestly, anything goes in Deep Ellum. But I don't think that had too much to do with it because the energy was still immaculate. Way more people showed up. There was maybe like, I would say 20 people in total that showed up, and then a line started to form and they were like shutting down like a small little area, and people started getting word. So then it maybe bumped up to maybe 40 or 50, but still that doesn't compare to what I'm saying, how many people showed up for Kyrie. It was like hundreds of people. You dig what I'm saying? The atmosphere was better. Everything was designed way better. I'll go more in depth into that in my like vlog video, but like even the setup was just really just like poor executed. They had the workers at Shoe Palace doing it more than the actual Anta people and his management, things like that. But I'm saying that all to say, I just think that he's the type of person who doesn't really care much for his shoe. And obviously we can see that this is his 10th signature shoe and no one ever talks about it. Now, Kyrie, that was his main thing. He felt like he didn't have the creative freedom with Nike, and then Anta gave him that, and I feel like he's been doing a very good job, and he actually puts a lot of effort into his shoes. Now with Klay, it's more so like, hey, look, I'm a hooper, but I'm grateful for the opportunity. I'm grateful for the bag. Just go ahead and put some Klay Thompson branding on it. Boom, and show it to me right before you put it out, and if I get, I'll give it the green light. Boom. I feel like that's almost exactly how the convo went in the boardroom, right? The details are just like so minimal. It just doesn't impress me. But that's also the vibe that I got from him. Like even him, a meet and greet, he wasn't that excited for his shoes. I don't know. It's just giving like, here it is. Like, I think he was very appreciative. Don't get me wrong. Not a like, selfish person or anything like that, or ungrateful person, but hella grateful. So like, I will say he is hella grateful. For sure, and he thanked everybody just for the support and coming there. But I feel like this shoe and that event as a whole was more so just like a PR cash grab type of event, more so of like, hey, I got a brand new shoe, I'm excited to show you. You feel what I'm saying? So it's just boring vibes. But overall, like I said, remember how I said how much I paid? I paid $98.50. I'm not mad at the shoe for under $100, and it's signed. So I'm not mad at that whatsoever. And performance-wise, like I said, I do think that it's really good for a basketball shoe. It's a good style for a basketball shoe. It looks really similar to the Sabrinas. A very good ankle support, I feel like. And then you can see, just like with all of the wires and things like that, the fly knit, everything, the technology is definitely there. So performance-wise, if you just want to hoop in these, look, it's not a bad way to go. Now, I said this is with Anta. Not a lot of people know about it, even though Kyrie is killing the game right now. But I feel like if you want your, to bring people over from Nike and Adidas and et cetera, I feel like you got to do way more. But I just don't think that's his real goal. I just genuinely don't think he cares. But yeah, let's just go over the last couple of details with the shoe, and then I'll go ahead and try it on for you guys so you guys can see it on foot. Next, we have the Anta logo, which me personally, I think they just ran out of room, just slapped it on there. And like I said, this is another lazy type of thing, because with the Kyries, and I hate to compare the two, but with the Kyries, I said, dang, Anta and Asics. What's Asics? It was either Asics or Saucony, but Anta, Asics / Saucony, they do a very good job of like integrating the logo with the shoe. Like, it feels like it's just merged with the shoe. Like, it just flows with the shoe. This Anta logo right here, I just don't think it really fits anywhere, and they just ran out of space, but they still need the brand. So that's another kind of thing that I don't really like. But again, it is what it is. And me personally, and I'll keep it honest with y'all. if I didn't have to pay for these to do the meet and greet, I wouldn't have. But at the same time, I'm not mad that I own them now. You know what I'm saying? Because I only paid $100 and I got to meet Klay and have them sign. But I think if I didn't have all those extra incentives, I don't think this would be somewhere. And again, I don't even know what I don't even think I'm gonna keep these. Like I said, if y'all want to buy these, let me know. But I'll keep it just for the sake of culture. And who knows what might happen. You know what I'm saying? But here's the insole. It has this silhouette. And like I said, just kind of just like super basic details. Nothing that just like, hey, yo, I like, that's fire, Klay. I ain't gonna lie. Like, nothing really caught my eye. Design-wise, I think it's a fairly good-looking shoe. I do like that, though. So those are all the details about the shoe. I probably rate it maybe like 5.5 for $100. 5.5 at $100, maybe a 5 at the $130 retail price. But I'm gonna see you guys in the next POV, and I'm gonna try them on so you guys can get an on-foot look, and I'll tell you how they feel and things like that.